Can we start? Let's start. The Hari Kirtan. Let's go it. When we are going to start with the chapter number 6, business and profession, we started with section 28 to 44. Section 44 AA is a compulsory maintenance of books account. There are 4 categories: category A, category B, category C, category D. Category A: if an assessee is engaged in a profession whose gross receipt, sales or gross receipt does not exceed 1,50,000 in any of the 3 previous years immediately preceding the previous year. आज मैं वही सिखाऊंगा फ्लाइंग बिस्ट. आज मैं बड़े समय सिखा रहा हूं सारे के सारे. अभी मैं वही सिखाऊंगा, कुछ नहीं सिखाऊंगा आज. ठीक है. So if an assessee is engaged in a profession, whose gross receipt does not exceed rupees 1,50,000 in any of the 3 previous years, किसी भी एक साल 150 के नीचे, he is going to maintain the books account as required by assessing officer. Category B: if the assessee is engaged in a profession whose gross receipt exceeds rupees 1,50,000 in all of the 3 previous years immediately preceding the previous year, is required to maintain the books account as per rule number 6F. यानी कि पिछले 3 सालों में, अगर पिछले 3 सालों में 1,50,000 के ऊपर तीनों सालों में, तो he is required to maintain as per rule 6F. Then category C: if the assessee is engaged in a business whose gross receipt, sales, turnover does not exceed rupees 10 lakhs, does not rupees 10 lakh, and income does not exceed rupees 1,20,000 in any of the 3 previous years immediately preceding the previous year, he is not required to maintain any books of accounts. Category D says, if an assessee is engaged in a business whose gross receipt, sales or turnover exceed rupees 10 lakhs or income exceed rupees 1,20,000 in any of the 3 previous years, he is required to maintain the books account. But in category C and D, the limit for the individual HUF is, instead of 10 lakh is a 25 lakh and 120 ki jagah 2,50,000. Okay. Then tax audit: if the assessee is engaged in a business whose gross receipt exceed rupees 1 crore during the previous year, he is required to get his books account audited by chartered accountant. Or if you are engaged in a profession, if your gross receipt exceed rupees 50 lakhs, you are required to get your books account audited by chartered accountant. Well, okay, sir. Then what is section 40? Expenditure disallowed. 40A subsection 1 says, any payment to non-resident or a foreign company outside India or in India to a non-resident or foreign company on which TDS must be deducted on or before 31st of March, and it must be deposited on or before due date of filing of return, then it is allowed. Otherwise disallowed, but allowed in the year in which payment is made. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 1 says, any payment to a resident in respect of it TDS was supposed to be deducted, it must be deducted before 31st March, and it must be paid on or before due date of filing of return. Otherwise disallowed. 30% disallowed in the current year, but allowed in the year in which payment is made. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 2 says, any income taxes are disallowed, dividend distribution taxes disallowed, your education says, health says disallowed. 43 says, any salary paid outside India on which TDS provision was not made, then it is going to be disallowed. 4 says, employer contribution towards recognized provident fund without proper arrangement of TDS, then it is going to be disallowed. And then section 41 subsection 5 says, any tax paid by the employer on non-monetary perquisitor employee is also disallowed. Okay, sir. Then 48(2) says, any payment to a relative in excess of fair market value is going to be disallowed. 48(3), no problem, Lavangi, come. 48(3) says, any payment in excess of 10,000, any payment in respect of an expenditure in excess of 10,000, otherwise than by account pay check or account pay DD or other ECS or other banking channel, it is going to a person in a day against an invoice. एक आदमी को एक दिन में एक इनवॉइस के अगेंस्ट में अगर पेमेंट किया, तो this is going to be disallowed. 48(7) and 9 says, employer contribution must to the provident fund must be recognized, otherwise disallowed. Okay, sir. What's the 43B says, that as per section 145 subsection 1 of the Income Tax Act, an assessee is maintaining the books account on accrual basis. Well, yes, sir, accrual basis. But there are certain expenditure which are allowed only if payment is made on or before 31st March. Then allowed. Well, no, sir, ये नहीं चलेगा. Okay, कोई problem नहीं. Make the payment on or before due date of filing of return. अब चलेगा, और हाँ चलेगा. Then allowed. Otherwise disallowed, but allowed in the year in which payment is made cash basis. Well, कौन से expenditure है? Any type of taxes and duties. Well, okay. Bonus and commission under section 36(1)(2). Well, okay. Interest on borrowed capital under section 36 subsection 1 clause 3. Well, okay. employer contribution towards recognized provident fund under section 36 subsection 1 clause 4 and 5 बोला okay. And the fifth one is leave encashment. The sixth one is payment to railway in respect of use of railway asset. Okay, then section 43B finished. Okay, ये तो बड़ा easy था sir. Section 30 37 1 expenditure allowed. Section 30 says any rent or rates, taxes, repairs and insurance for building must be used for business and profession. Okay. Rent paid to himself, that means you are an owner and you are doing a business in your own premises. Rent paid to himself disallowed. Rent paid to landlord allowed. Insurance 100% allowed. Repairs and taxes is allowed if paid on or before due date of filing of return under section 43B. Well, okay sir. Repairs, if done capital repairs or revenue repairs is done by that owner, then capital repairs. Depreciation is allowed. Revenue repairs section 30 allowed. Tenant capital repairs and deemed provision. First explanation to section 32 subsection 1 deemed building. Depreciation allowed. Revenue under section 30 allowed. Well, okay sir. Then section 31 says any repairs and insurance for plant machinery or building. This is 100% allowed. That repairs must be revenue in nature, not capital in nature. Then sir, what's about the rent? If I taken a plant machinery or furniture on rent, then what is going to be situation? They say rent paid for plant and machinery is allowed under section 37.1. So what is section 37.1? Section 37.1 is called general deduction. There are 7 conditions. Out of those 4, very easy, but very tough. And these 3 very easy, and the 3 are very tough. So easy ko yaad karo. The expenditure must not be fall under section 30 to 36. Expenditure must not be fictitious in nature. Expenditure must not be personal or capital in nature. Expenditure must not be prohibited by the law or offense of the act. Expenditure must be related with business. Expenditure must be incurred during the previous year. Expenditure must be incidental to business. If all the 7 conditions are acquired, fulfilled, then section 37.1 will be there. Okay, sir. Section 32, subsection 1, clause 1 is a depreciation in respect of power generating unit. Section 36, subsection 1, clause 2 is normal depreciation. Section 31, subsection 2, clause 2A is for additional depreciation. Section 31, subsection clause 3 is regarding terminal depreciation. Depreciation is calculated on the basis of block of asset. Block of asset means same nature of asset with the same rate of depreciation. Same nature of asset with the same rate of depreciation. Depreciation is calculated by applying the following statement. Opening WDB, add, purchase, add, addition. Purchase means here put to use. Add, addition, less sale, discarded, destroyed, less scrap even though no sale is made. Then closing WD, you are going to claim you are going to calculate depreciation. There are 2 provisions. One is called block exists. Second one is called block cease to exist. If block exists, depreciation and closing WD is positive, depreciation will be there. If block exists, closing WD is not there, then there is no depreciation. That short-term capital gain will be there. When block cease to exist, no depreciation, only short-term capital gain or short-term capital loss will be there. Okay, sir. Then additional depreciation is allowed on plant and machinery, and the plant and machinery must be new at the rate of 20%. But in the backward area of Bihar, West Bengal, Telangana, Andhra, then there is a provision of 35%. Okay, sir. Okay. आगे बोलो sir. आगे बोलो. Section 33AB जो राकेश कल बोल रहा था, that is not in your syllabus. Section 34 not in your syllabus. Section 35 series चालू करो. Section 35 subsection 1 clause 1 any revenue expenditure on scientific research related with business 100% allowed. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 4 any capital expenditure on scientific research related with business 100% allowed except cost of land. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 1 2 any payment to any institution carrying on scientific research 150% allowed. Any section 36 subsection 1 clause 2A any payment to Indian company engaged on scientific research 100% allowed. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 3 any payment to institution engaged in social or statistical science 100% allowed. Section 35 subsection 2AA any payment to any institution or IIT or any other specified institution carrying on specified scientific research 150% allowed. Section 35 2AB only applicable for company doing any that is called research and development activity, in-house research and development activity 150% allowed except cost of land and building. Okay, sir. Then section 36 subsection section 35 subsection C 35 CCC any agriculture extension project 150% allowed. CCD company any skill development program 150% allowed. Section 35D preliminary expenditure allowed to old concern and new concern, no problem at all. But it is allowed on the basis of certain restrictions that in case of corporate SSC, 5% of COP and 5% of capital employed, whichever is higher, the higher will compare with actual expenditure, whichever is lower, and then amortize in 5 equal annual installment. In case of non-corporate SSC, that is 5% of cost of project with capital employed, 5% of cost of project with actual expenditure, take lower, amortize in 5 equal annual installment. What is cost of capital? Total value of fixed, actual cost of the fixed asset as on the last of the PY in which business commence. What is capital employed? कितना पैसा लगाया? Share capital, debenture, long-term borrowing, add कर दो as on the last of the previous year. That is called cost of project. आप 100 ले लो. Then section 35 AD specified business. There are 14 specified business. इधर में देखोगे बादल में दिखेगा क्या? Warehouse for sugar cane, warehouse for your agriculture produce. That cold storage इधर दिखेगा तो crude pipeline दिखेगी. इधर दिखेगा होटल दिखेगा 2 स्टार के ऊपर, हॉस्पिटल दिखेगा 100 बेड मिनिमम, हनी विवेक दिखेगा. ओके सर, फिर आपको क्या दिखेगा? बहुत कुछ दिखेगा सर. आपको दिखेगा अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग या फिर स्लम रीडेवलपमेंट, फर्टिलाइजर, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर, कैपिटल और रेवेन्यू 100% allowed pre and post. There is no issue at all. आगे बढ़ो. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 1 insurance premium of loss of stock 100% allowed. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 1a insurance premium on the life of the cattle 100% allowed. Section 36 subsection 1 clause b medical insurance premium paid by employer on the health of employer 100% allowed. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 2 bonus and commission 100% allowed to be paid on or before due date of filing of return. 1.3 as per Madhav Prasad Jatia Supreme Court held, loan must be borrowed for business and profession, interest must be paid, then allowed, it is allowed if paid on or before due date of filing of return, otherwise disallowed in the current year but allowed in the year in which payment is made. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 4 and 5 says contribution to PF must be recognized, otherwise disallowed in 48.7 and 48.9. Proper arrangement of TDS must be made, otherwise disallowed under section 40A subsection 4. Yes, and it must be paid on or before due date of filing of return, otherwise disallowed under section 43B. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 7 bad debt, it is allowed, and recovery of bad debt is also treated as a national business income under section 41 subsection 4. Provision or any type of reserve is not allowed. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 9 family planning expenditure only for company amortized in 5 equal annual installment. Capital revenue 100% allowed. Section 36 subsection 1 clause 15 and 16 they say STT and commodity transaction tax is allowed expenditure provided it must be any income generated from such transaction is taxable under that business or profession. That's all. This is your business and profession. It's hardly 12 to 13 minutes.